Welcome to Goon Squad Anime, where we talk about all the anime that you're going to be watching. I'm Rome from Chicago.
I'm MC2K.
DMC.
I'm Asian Nick.
Today we're going to be talking about your favorite My Hero Academia. Today we're going to be touching on episode 79 and going over episode 80. But first things first, we finally know what Cammy's powers are. Finally!
Yes, her powers are glamour.
Oh my god. It's such another useless power.
I mean, it's useful in a team, but I don't think she could do anything in a one-on-one fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She'll never be, the main hero?
Yeah, she'd definitely be a
No, she's
support.
always going to be a support character.
I mean, you need those, though.
But they go over that. I mean, throughout the season, they go over that. They said you're either the hero and part of the top 10, or you're a support character.
Yeah.
Alright, so if that's the case then, so you know how when they did the tournament and they had Class B?
Yeah.
Those were all the support heroes.
Yeah.
Why is she not in Class B?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
She shouldn't be in a class full of heroes.
You're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, maybe there's more to her power that we don't know
Maybe
about.
not.
All we saw was a very snippet glimpse of her glamoring people.
Yeah.
I mean,
And maybe the glamour
I
is a way to
Fix the feels, I guess, yeah.
influence people.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
Maybe
Kinda
she
like-
got, yeah.
I guess it does affect emotion and stuff because you see was it glitter
Yeah.
and cats. Everyone gets all in the fields and stuff. So I get it.
Yeah, I feel like it could be something tied into like the Sharingan and Naruto. You know, like how they do genjutsu and stuff like that. So they could create illusions for people who kind of make them think different realities and stuff like that.
And if she paired that with really good combat skills.
Yeah, because I mean, she
have
didn't
her
have to
decent.
fight this episode.
Yeah,
You just
that's
see
true.
her glamoring people.
I guess you could use it for
Stealth mission.
not like a shadow clone, but it's like a clone, but it's
Yeah.
not really there.
Yeah.
So I guess you can use it that
She's
aspect
useful.
as well.
She's just not. She'll never be OP, but she's useful.
I don't see her combat wise. I don't see her being on the front lines doing anything
No.
spectacular.
No.
No, but she complements other heroes'
Yeah.
powers, so I could see her being on the front line helping out the main hero
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
being just as good because, maybe she glamours him to do something to distract somebody.
Yeah, I guess I could help. But her powers did help to bridge everything together because with her Todoroki, and what's the wind guy's name now?
And Nasa.
Yeah, Nasa. So all those Arthur together, they definitely.
Was able to inspire and.
Yeah, so basically,
together.
we knew they were going to have to fight the kids, but they were going to have to find a way to not defeat them and crush their spirits, nor could they let them defeat them because then they would just run amok.
Yeah.
So they did basically all the kids gang up on all four of them and basically throw everything in the kitchen sink at them.
Yeah.
And really doesn't do anything. So basically what Shoto does is that he basically, and Anasha is bring up his wind power,
Yeah.
and they basically make a slide.
Yeah.
And
But it
so-
looks so cool though.
Right, it does, because I mean it's ice, the slide, fire.
And then with her glamour power, created the Northern Lights.
Right.
And I think it showed them structure and teamwork because that's the problem. All those kids are wild and they just do what they want. And to be a hero, you can't do what you want. You have to be structured and work as a team.
Right,
true.
and it showed all four of those characters because they're all individualists.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
Yeah, they all struggle with cooperation.
Cooperation actually showed them all cooperating together. So not only did the kids grow, the heroes grew as well.
Because we never seen Bakugo really talk to somebody and express something to him. He did as he did with the leader of the kids.
He actually surprised me the most. I thought he was going to do absolutely nothing.
Right. I
for
mean, he
this
put
part.
his pride away and told the leader of the kids, hey, you got to step up and, come and show that, hey, you can be better. Take a step back, and so you're not just sulking in the background.
Looking down on people.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, all the kids are going to follow him anyway.
Right.
So I guess Bakugo saw himself inside this kid. So it was a little bit easier for him to connect with
Because
him.
you think about Bakugo's ahead of most people in their class in combat and ability.
He is.
But he sucked at the intangible part of being a hero. He wasn't gonna ever inspire anybody. He was never gonna be a leader the way he acted. So that's why it was perfect moment.
Actually, because his whole purpose was, I just want to be the most powerful hero. He's more like the Endeavour.
Yeah.
So he was always going to be aiming for second place. He was never aiming for first, no matter how he thought about it.
Yeah. What do you think, DMC?
I agree with what you're saying. He's a lot like Bakugo because Bakugo like looks down on everybody, and the kid what he did look down on everybody too. So I feel like he related because when Midoriya finally when they had that fight and you realize Midoriya is actually pretty strong, he didn't realize his own weakness, you know. So he's telling the kid the same thing. So
That's true. It did help him overcome like his own weakness, being able to connect with this kid. So Bakugo showed a lot of growth. I will say that. Especially from like the first 3 seasons he showed.
Oh yeah, I mean
completely zero growth as a character.
That's my guy, but he had like a Broly type rage. All he cared about was
smash,
talking down to Deku like
zero growth 3 seasons, and now he's finally showing like
that's good though.
Okay, this is how I need to conduct myself to be a true hero. So I like it. Bakugo's starting to rub off on me now. I get it.
So at the end of this, and they basically passed the test for winning over the kids' hearts. Then we get to see all the teachers that lead each of the schools talk together, and Endeavor's there with All Might, and Nasir finally works up the courage to go talk to Endeavor.
Yeah.
And I gotta punch himself in the face to psych himself up.
That's so
He's like. Goes up to Endeavor. He's like, "So glad to meet you, Endeavor. You're my favorite hero." And Endeavor just looks at him and was like, "You're bleeding a lot."
That's so funny. I was like, all right, but at least he did it though. He got over his little anger towards Endeavor and his family.
That was definitely holding him back because he's actually pretty talented, but that was just that's literally what made him fail because he couldn't.
It was just a whole
get over that, and he was taking it out on Shoto when they could have been working together.
Right.
They definitely could have. He
literally should have passed.
He was like, my pride.
Yeah. And then we also see Endeavor develop because he asked All Might what the symbol of peace was. What does it mean? Because he's like, obviously, combat-wise, like there's not many people who are on his level, and he should be considered the number one. He should be revered, but he's not. And he was trying to figure out why.
Right. Because I think he came to a realization that he's always going to be an All Might shadow because they're always going to compare whoever the number one is to All Might, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
So just a question: was he ever like truly weaker than All Might though?
I don't think he is. I don't think it's the fact that it's like the intangibles. Like if you have someone who's like strong and another person's strong, but the other one he like puts a blanket of happiness around people. Like you feel safe just because All Might's
he's there.
He's there because he cares. Endeavor's more of like he gets in and gets the job done, but he doesn't ingratiate himself with the people.
He's not trying to win the hearts and minds.
He's
just getting the job done. I got it done, no matter what the consequences.
Kind of cold,
I don't care about the fans. I just want to be the number one person. Now he finally reflects back on that and realizes like, hey, I need to take a step back and be, win the. I would say like he realizes he needs to start winning hearts and minds and being a better person overall instead of just trying to be the number one because he knows he can't ever truly be, hey, I'm the number one guy.
I remember, was it 1 or 2 episodes ago when him and All Might was sitting down and when the kids came in and they saw All Might, they was like, hey All Might.
Yeah,
they saw Endeavor and it was like, why is he here?
Yeah, exactly.
So
why is he here?
Yeah.
People are scared of Endeavor.
So he really took that to heart, and I feel like he's trying to change for
right. Yeah. That's going with Shoto as well because he meets with Shoto and it's like hi son. He tries to touch him and Shoto slaps his hands away like, hey, don't fucking touch me.
Don't touch me.
But he doesn't respond to that and he basically tells Shoto that, hey, I'm gonna be a dad that you can be proud of.
Yeah.
And so he grows there. And I think Shoto realizes that, he's trying and I think he's going to be happy now.
He did smile at the end, though. For the he's actually happy that his dad is actually taking an extra step to actually be a real hero instead of what he forced him to be.
Hopefully we get to see a team up between those two in the future, man.
But to be fair, though, Endeavor was just trying to force Todoroki just to be the number one hero.
I mean, that's why he came out nice already. Like, he was already good.
So, I don't want to fault Endeavor. He just wanted his son to be number one. He was like, if I can't do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So, I don't blame him.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think about Eri? Basically, she recovered now and she's woken back up, but her horns, like, shrunk now to, like, the size of a nub, they say.
So, is this, like, where So we'll say her power is tied into just her little horn thing, or is like when she has. So let's say her horn goes away, right? So she has no powers, or what's gonna happen?
I think she always has it, but like when it's like because they were like testing and like prodding her the entire time, so like it was
Yeah, so they're forcing it out of her.
So like, and then that's when she could do stuff. So right now she's probably pretty weak, and then they're probably gonna experiment more. Not experiment, but they're probably gonna do some tests to try to figure out what to do with her power. And I think that's gonna be key to getting Togetsu's power back.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we still
Because he still needs to try to figure out how to.
They're gonna do it like in a more friendly way.
Right.
Yeah.
So she'll probably try to figure out how to control it, because I think that's basically her horn's probably based on her power.
Yeah.
Her power level, how much power she has.
But but everyone's afraid to be around her at the moment because at any time her power can just.
Yeah, but that's why they keep her at the hospital, and Eraser is the only one that can keep her under control, because he can negate her power in at any time.
Midoriya's gonna make his way in there though.
Yeah, I mean,
of course.
I mean,
he's always butting in.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna come in there, and eventually, I think that's also the key to how I believe that she's gonna be the key to how he locks his 100%.
I can see that.
So it's gonna be like he can only use 100% when she's with him.
Or like he's gonna probably. Interacting with her is probably gonna get him to figure out.
Right, interacting with her. I think she's going to make it to where he can go up and be like, okay, I'm gonna work 30%, and she kind of heals him or something like that, while she's doing it, so he can slowly grow and not hurt himself. Either that or, somehow he's gonna.
And he calculates everything, so I'm pretty sure he'll figure it out.
He got the answer wrong. I just want you to know that.
He did, but he's better than everybody else. Only 2 people gave answers.
Right.
It's all good though. I feel like Aries gonna be a very important part of this next.
Yeah.
This next little arc.
Right.
Still got almost
7 episodes or so probably left.
Yeah, so we still got a lot left to see, and I feel like she's the main.
We've got to talk about the generational power.
We did skip over that.
Yeah.
We did skip over that.
Quirk Doomsday theory.
Yeah, one of the key things of this episode in the beginning, before it started being a filler episode, was that they brought up that each generation of quirks gets more powerful as they intermix. And so eventually the theory is that, with each passing generation, it would be harder and harder to control your quirks, which is they call it the Quirk Doomsday theory. And based on this episode with the kids, how strong they are, being little kids, is that, backs it up. And now they're going to start working together, both schools, to how to overcome this.
So, me personally, when thinking about it, is it does make sense, because when you see all the heroes of all the adult heroes that's right now, all their powers are kind of simple. Again, All Might, he can punch stuff and run fast. The Mount Lady, she can only grow big. So it's everyone's powers is definitely kind of simple. Endeavour, I can shoot fireballs and throw fire at you. So it seems like no one's powers are complex, like they're saying. So then when this new generation of everybody mixing, Todoroki would be the first mix of a true mix. He can do fire and ice. Yeah. So it does make sense that as every generation keeps going, that everyone starts to have a mixture.
I think it also sets up a future storylines or whatever, because the fact that it's gonna make some OP kids in the future, and then maybe some of them become villains or whatever, and they're so much powerful because the power gets stronger over time or whatever through generations.
Of course, there's always gonna be villains.
Yeah, so it's gonna make them even.
So this makes it harder on Midoriya, the number 1 hero.
And then the most creepiest thing of the episode is Oyama becoming friends with Midoriya, but he does it in a very creepy way that you're like, what's going on here?
Somebody sleep. That's weird.
Well, no. How about when he's, Midoriya's like, oh man, I'm starving, and right when he says he's starving, Oyama just shoved cheese in his mouth.
I was wondering about that. Do you guys think there's anything that's gonna come from this friendship? There has to be a reason why they highlight him and not anybody else.
Long term, probably not.
I don't know. Maybe it's be part of his development to get better, because
I think
he's
that's
part
what
of the
it
lower
is.
tier right now.
Because he said the only reason why is because his power isn't suited for his body.
Yeah, it's really not.
So
Midoriya is going to help him figure out how to control.
Midoriya. Eri is going to be the key to solving everything. She's a key to this.
But I think Maduro will help him too, because he literally had a self-destructive.
Well, we don't know that yet, but I feel like that friendship is going to grow into where they help each other learn how to expand their powers so that it works with their bodies.
Because he needs help. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He has a navel laser.
He can't use his power while getting a tummy ache.
If he does too long, he gets a stomach.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and then he brought out. He's like, if I try too hard, sometimes it leaks out, and
if he doesn't wear the belt, it leaks out. So it's like, but that's everybody. Everybody has like weird powers that there's a bad side effect to it. Bakugo loses power too much, he starts to feel a bunch of pain.
Yeah. So
it's like Todoroki. He used too much ice. What happened?
Yeah.
He starts to freeze over. That's why he got the fire to offset it. Yeah. So everyone has powers. Todoroki just happens to have the perfect balance.
I'm saying like everybody's not useless like him. So.
It's a laser. That's not useless.
He ain't used it yet for nothing.
Perfect example. During the exam, what did he do? Shot it in the sky so everyone would gravitate. Exactly.
It's still trash, but it's okay.
It's a perfect power. He can use it as a beacon of light, and he can shoot somebody with it.
He needs to get better control, and he'll be okay.
Right.
I think he can still be a actual like real hero, not a support hero.
He's gonna end up being a support. Just his like,
so
personality demands that he's a support.
So take away his personality.
Without his personality, I could see him being a better main hero, but his personality makes it he has to be a side hero.
I know, it makes it weird.
Like the grape dude who throws like grape balls
He's
there.
terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. He needs to be.
He's there for comedic relief and only comedic relief because all he's worried about is boobies and stuff. Like that's all he cares about.
He needs to go to class B. Like just flunk him to class B because he's not a real hero.
He should be in UA.
He really shouldn't be.
How's that helpful for anybody?
He passed the exam, and he passed both exams because there's a written one and a combat exam.
Yeah.
So obviously,
he passed the combat exam because he can bubble you to death and make you stick and stay and do nothing. So I mean, he does have some power, but he's more of a creep and a freaking perv than anything.
He's definitely a support.
But he earned. I will say he did earn his right to be at UA though. He earned it.
Barely.
It don't matter.
Man got the lowest C's of C's.
He's just a support hero.
Right. And so basically the anime near the end just kind of wraps up with Yama and Midoriya being friends, and basically everyone's training to get stronger.
Yeah.
We see everyone, Bakugo, fight the Hard Rock guy. Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Cool. Can you get out Christian?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're both trying to get better. So I think that's where the next episode goes. Is we just see them start training more and more.
I think they're gonna mention like 2 or 3 minutes of whatever's coming next, and then still training.
Yeah.
Because then like the last like 4 or 5 episodes, that's when I actually like fully dive into the climax and the ending of this story.
Right, because we still haven't had seen Gigantimus or whatever.
Yeah, because we still haven't seen it because we know he's there, and everyone is afraid of him right now. Everyone who met him is afraid of him right now. So it's okay, cool. We still got it. He's still something that has to be dealt with. Yeah. Can't just let him roam around and do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Right, exactly. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you on the next episode as we cover My Hero Academia.
I'm Ron from Chicago.
MC2K.
DMC.
I'm Asian Nick. Thanks for watching.
Cue the theme music.